All right, so take two. We are in the house. I let the desk sit in the air conditioning all night, and I hope that the wax has hardened. I realized now it was silly to try to put on a transfer on a hot piece of furniture that's been waxed. I mean, the logic there is pretty good. So it's been in the house for a few hours. I'm not going to do the math on how many. And now I'm going to see if the transfer sticks. If it doesn't, I have another option that I can try. The thing about anything is just trial and error. We learn, we grow. So I will always show you guys if I make a mistake and how to fix it, because I think that's important, because we'll all hit snags, and it's important to know what to do once you hit those snags. So cooled it off. We'll see if that works. If not, I've got options. So here we go. That's the one we did last night. It's okay. You can see that I'm having issues with the masking tape again. It's not wanting to stick to the wax, which is fine. It's really a good thing, because the wax is there to protect the furniture after you paint it from scuffs and spills and water and all sorts of things. So sometimes things just don't want to stick. However, the transfer is sticking okay. So in the end, it ended up being all right. As you rub the transfer with the transfer tool, you can't see in the video, but in real life you can see it kind of come away from the plastic that's protecting it as it attaches to the piece of furniture. And then you slowly want to pull that film back and just make sure that the transfer is not tearing, and that you rub it and it's sticking to the piece of furniture. So I cut the transfer and added that bottom piece to the slat between the two drawers, and then decided that I didn't like how that bottom piece looked. So that's the kind of fun thing about transfers, is you can mix and match. Now you will notice that I take that sheet and kind of rub it over the transfer once the transfer is done. That kind of helps to get rid of the haloed edges that you will notice that sometimes show up around the part of the transfer that isn't the graphic. And then you'll also notice when I put this transfer on, I kind of peeled away the masking tape from over the graphic. That's because I've noticed that when you have masking tape over the plastic and you try to rub it to get the transfer off, it does not work over masking tape. So you want to put the masking tape on the plastic, but not covering over the graphic. Okay, you'll notice he's missing his head because it was on another sheet. So we are gonna have to line those up. But that's okay, we can do it. I made sure while placing that first transfer that there would be room for the bird's head, because you don't want to put it up too high that then the head is going to be in that crease in the front of the dresser drawer. So make sure that you think of your whole transfer that you're putting on and not just that specific piece that you're doing at the moment. Here comes the tricky part where you've got to line up this tiny piece so it matches. I got it pretty close enough that you can't tell it's not perfect. That's the thing with transfers, is they don't have to be perfect. You can see on the piece next to me, that was the first piece that I ever did. It's a buffet for my mom, and I know where all the imperfections are on it, but it's so beautiful and so looks so nice that only I see them and no one else does until I point it out. So just don't point it out to people if you make a little mistake or something's not quite perfect.